Hello,
Hello, guys.
and welcome to the podcast, Golden Hour,
With the Goldings. I'm Amy.
and I'm Robert, and we don't know what this podcast is going to be, but we'll try our best. What are we going to talk about today, then?
What do you want to talk about today?
I think we should explain who we are, and why we're doing this podcast, I guess. It was Amy's idea, so... Amy, why did you want to do a podcast?
Don't know, just thought, why not? Show the world brother and sister love, and...
You had a lot of inspiration from other podcasts, didn't you? You said that about the fitness stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, fitness stuff, the positivity podcasts, and yeah.
Do your microphone up a bit, because it's not lighting up. So guys, remember, this is our first one, so we don't know how good this is going to come out, but we're learning, so we'll grow over time. Who would you say was your inspirations? Who would you like to listen to? That's what I'm going to say, podcast wise.
What? There's loads of positive ones. I can't really remember the ones.
It was like, you basically said it was fitness, ones you've been put onto by like your PT and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The ones I've watched are, I think it was Roman Outward Vlogs, they do one. Squirmy and Grubs, they also do one. And I occasionally watch the one with the one that you don't like, Logan Paul. He does Impulsive, but yeah, they're the ones I watch. So yeah, that's why we're doing the podcast. Should we move on to the next bit?
Yeah.
Shall I start? Because I've got the longest list, I suppose. My name's Robert. I was born in 1996, 23rd of May, and I was born with a condition called cerebral palsy. Now, the way it was explained to me was that, obviously born premature. How many months? I can't remember.
3 months. She was meant to be born in August.
Yeah, so born 3 months premature. I had 3 holes in the brain on the left side, I think, and that is why my motor skills are not very good, and sometimes my speech messes up when I get really excited. But also, I have a secret superpower, if you want to call it that, called haemophilia. Now, this is the one I have real trouble explaining. But the way I explain it to most people is where you would get like a bang on the knee or a deep cut, and you guys wouldn't worry too much within reason. I have to worry immediately because it could bleed out and stuff. So, yeah, I just have to be more careful. How did I explain it pretty well? I don't know.
Yeah. So obviously, what he's basically saying is that if you fall over and we've got like a big cut, we would put pressure on it, and it would sort of slow the bleed down and sort of come to a hold sort of thing. Obviously, with Robert's condition, haemophilia, that doesn't work like that, and obviously he'd have to go to actual hospital and get some, what is it called again?
Factor 8.
Factor 8 in him,
which is a clotting agent.
So basically, for it to make it to stop for him, for the bleed to stop. So yeah.
What else can I explain? I had that condition. I didn't go to any special school or any boarding school or anything like that. I did go to Treetops, right?
No.
Did I? No, I didn't. I think I visited it. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. It's like when I was 5 or 6. So, but we basically went to the same school, didn't we, together?
Yep.
So,
all throughout school, so primary school and senior school.
I have had 6 or 7 operations.
Yeah.
Quite a few of them was injections in my ankles and Achilles. and I can't remember what they did. I don't want to give a name for an injection that it wasn't, so I'm not going to give names because I don't know what the injection was for, or it was, I should say. And then I had one big operation, I want to say back in 2015, no, it was earlier than that, wasn't it? Before the Olympics.
Yeah.
To do with a cutting of the hamstrings and of the groin area to make it so where people with my condition, when they grow up, they can become very tight and very how would you explain it? Like inward, as in you can't stretch much, you can't this, you can't that. So they done this operation where they done like a Z on the back of my hamstrings, so that wouldn't happen. And then in the groin, they done, I don't really know what they did, to be honest, but I know it's very painful and a very traumatic is the wrong word, a very stressful time and experience, but it did help and it came through it. Stop looking at yourself on the camera. If you're listening to us on Spotify, you can also watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/RobbieGold77. That is the channel, guys. So if you're wondering why we're talking about looking at yourself in the camera, it's because she can see herself. But that's basically it for myself.
Yeah, so what I'd say was, like, obviously growing up, how did that affect you in any way, or did you feel left out sometimes?
I mean, the cerebral palsy did. Well, yeah, it was probably up until the age of 7 or 8. I used to think to myself, like, why me? Why this situation? Like, because it's very rare to have two conditions in the one person. But I think it was just like, I wouldn't call it an epiphany because it wasn't, but it was just a point where I was just like, you can't dwell on this, you can't wallow on this, you just got to move on, sort of thing. So I did up until the age of 7 or 8, and then I just kind of moved on and dealt with it, I suppose. But I've never really felt left out because obviously I had a pretty good upbringing with mum and dad, and obviously you and David have never, which is my older brother, if you don't know, guys, have never made me feel isolated or not wanted. So yeah, not really left out at all. Been quite lucky in that sense. How about you? Did it was it a challenge for you growing up, having a special needs or disabled, whatever you want to say, sibling?
No, not really. It's probably because I've not
known any different.
So yeah, no, probably not. Just maybe a bit more in when we went senior school, because obviously he obviously Robert's in the year below me, so we would still be in senior school together. So possibly, yeah, just for senior school.
Yeah.
Because obviously sometimes a little, like, people, like little boys and little girls can be quite horrible sometimes. So yeah, probably just senior school. But other than that, no, because not known any different sort of thing.
See, on that, actually, on school, I would say we was pretty lucky as a 3 siblings, in the sense that all of our groups and friendship groups knew of each other, and if they saw you, they'd be like, "Oh, it's Amy's sister, Amy's brother," or vice versa, sort of thing, and then that almost be like a second pair of eyes or third pair of eyes. Be like, "You're right. Do you need any help?"
Yeah,
like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good in that sense. We had a pretty good, and I wouldn't say sheltered upbringing. It was just decent compared to what other people have been through and what you read and stuff. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Amy. I am 28. Obviously, I do TikTok and Instagram sort of thing. I have polycystic ovaries, which obviously is a very big deal sort of thing. Obviously I think got diagnosed probably about 10 years ago, so when I was 16, because obviously I was trying to lose weight, or should I say fat, sorry, and obviously going through that, so obviously went to the doctors with me mum, and just said that obviously I got some scans and things like that, and then they basically diagnosed me then, and pretty much from then didn't really help me. I had to basically do the research by myself, really. But I'm still learning, still trying to get through it, still trying to obviously work out my body as such.
What is that? Because I didn't have a clue when you was first diagnosed. I still don't really, to be honest.
So basically, obviously, on a woman's body, you, each month, woman basically releases the egg, and with that, obviously, it comes with period and bleeding for like up to about 7 days and things like that. But obviously, with PCOS, it's basically a cyst on your ovaries. So you could go basically 50 days without a period, or
That's a long time.
because sometimes it comes with it comes with
good.
and sometimes you basically just not have a period in your in a month, and then other months you could have obviously 2 periods or just 1 period themselves. But yeah, other than that, I haven't been diagnosed, but my mum and my friends all know that sometimes I get very mixed up with speaking and saying certain words.
Yeah, what's the word? Is it called? Dyslexia.
Yeah, obviously I haven't been diagnosed with that, but obviously everyone thinks maybe I could be borderline that, because obviously I just mix up my words and things like
character. That. We call it the Amy Golding way. We love it.
Yeah. So
we're basically covered that, haven't we? Don't we need to talk about that anymore, unless you want to, of course.
Of what? Sorry.
Of the PCO. That's the abbreviation, isn't it? PCO?
PCOS.
PCOS?
Yeah.
Ooh. So does it affect both ovaries? Or just the one?
Yeah, it can affect both. But obviously that's really heightened if you do have both. So obviously then that's when your doctors will say that obviously maybe you may have to have one out, or both of them out, or whatnot, sort of thing.
And this wasn't, that particular condition wasn't a self-diagnosis, that was NHS.
Yeah. So obviously I had to have a scan for that, because I wasn't really having my periods that great. Not that great. All the time. So obviously every woman should have a period every month, sort of thing. But yeah, and I wasn't, so obviously we went to the doctors about it, and then basically they just told us to go for a scan, and then from then that's obviously when they diagnosed me with PCOS, so polycystic ovaries. And
how would you say your experience at school was? Like, you don't have to go into grades and stuff if you don't want to, because I didn't. Don't know.
Yeah, it was alright. Didn't really like it, didn't really hate it, just something I had to do.
It's been like me
growing up.
Flowed through friendship groups. She wasn't really like bullied or anything like that.
No, not really. Sometimes obviously bullied, because obviously with the PCOS, with myself, I struggle with obviously losing weight. So obviously girls can be like quite rude and vicious. The B word, and very vicious sort of thing. So yeah, they can be and was horrible. But obviously I've got 2 brothers and a dad, and I'm the only girl. apart from obviously my mum. So yeah, so I had to have obviously thick skin sort of thing, but that's what helped me sort of thing. So
you would never say the other way, would you? What else can we talk about? We've explained.
Yeah, what I was gonna say was, or maybe like, what would you say that maybe schools should, like when you're in school, what you should learn rather than learning other things. You should learn. I think you should learn life skills and.
Yeah, I agree. I would also say possibly some sort of, not to say any version of maths like algebra or any of that is less than anything else, but I would say learn some sort of financials. But then I also feel like it's not in their interest to do that.
Yeah. Because
the whole, not to get into stuff, but the whole thing is set up to make you a worker, let's be honest. School is, and then they don't really want you to be money savvy, because then that doesn't help. I don't want to say it, the system, because then people will be like, oh, conspiracy.
Yeah.
But you get my point. So I would say, yeah, like money management, mortgages.
Yeah,
just make people aware, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because obviously you don't know about mortgage, or like obviously once you get a house or a flat as such, you have to pay like obviously the electric bill, the gas bill, what else is there? Council tax, and just other things really. And I think sometimes they should bring something in like that, maybe for the seniors. Obviously not for primary school, but for the seniors. But obviously, like you said, but yeah, like you said, obviously not saying whatever, but the system wants you to be a worker, to be a 9 till 5 or 9 till 5:30 sort of worker that don't get anywhere in life as such. Yeah. But I think sometimes you've got to think out of the box as such.
Do you know what I would say as well? Because I did encounter this a couple of times in school. I would say people need to learn a bit more tolerance and understanding. I'll tell you a story. From the point of view of, I was going from science, if you know how far science was, right the way round to maths. Obviously, certain ways and steps. So I had to go another way through, which was through the front of the school. And now, I'd done this many, many times. It was not unusual to see me doing this. But this particular day, this one caretaker, she was like, you cannot do this. You cannot go this way. And I said, well, I've got to go to maths. And she was like, well, I'm going to report you. And I was like, go on then, do it. And then I ended up getting in trouble because of it. But then it got escalated and it got squashed. You know, you think, just know the layout of the school. I cannot go that way because there's stairs. So what, you just want me to sit at the bottom of the stairs? You know what I mean? Just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you that before.
No.
There you go.
Funny. Yeah. What else should we talk about?
Because that's the thing, right? People go like, because they get it a lot on TikTok, which I love TikTok. So guys, love you guys if you're watching on TikTok. But people go, I feel so sorry for you. And I just think to myself, why? Because I don't feel sorry for myself. I feel quite blessed.
I think because a lot of people don't really know why you're in there.
Yeah.
They think not the worst, but they think that obviously you've been in a bad accident and things like that. But obviously, where you've been born with it, you haven't known any different anyway. So
no,
obviously.
And I have said that in the past. I've said I feel for people a lot more that have had the ability to walk and then through whatever maybe condition or accident, it all of a sudden gets taken away. I feel for them more than myself, because you don't know what you've got if you've never had it.
Yeah,
Do you
for
get
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I love you guys. Should we talk about the upcoming season of Love Island?
Yeah, go on then. So obviously in the UK they are doing Love Island All Stars, and that starts on Monday the 15th of Jan. But I'm quite looking forward to it, to be fair.
Who they got? Get up on your phone.
They've
Who they got?
yeah, they've got. So basically, what they're doing is like the whole Love Island seasons. So that starts from series 1 to series 10, I think it goes up
it's
to.
10 series, yeah.
And basically they're just doing an All Stars, and they're all it's all in South Africa, I want to say.
Yeah, go on Love Island Instagram if you can. Or you got the app.
Yeah, I am. So basically they've got Georgia H.
She was the one with the OnlyFans stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Georgia Harrison. Sorry, I should say, not Georgia H. Georgia Harrison. Obviously, she's going in. Bless her.
She'll be good.
Yeah, she's good. She's
person.
obviously the lady that had that court case with Stephen Bear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to her to come back. She's quite funny. Then we've got Toby,
who also plays. This will be one for you. No, say for you. He also plays for the YouTube team #United, who's one division away from the football structure. There you go, guys.
There we go, guys. Then we've got the lovely Kaz. That obviously.
Kaz. Oh yes, yeah.
I can't really remember her on the series. Then you've got Chris Taylor, and he was the one that got pied, I think, 6 times.
Was he the one that kept doing the salmon? Salmon?
No.
That was different you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was different, and that was a different Chris as well. Then we've got Georgia Steele. I'm loyal, babe. That one.
Oh.
So
Why did she do that again?
probably not, because obviously that's probably what she's been.
I'm loyal, babe.
So she's obviously going in. So looking forward to seeing what she gets up to. Then we've got Anton, the lover of Craig David, and the one that gets his bum waxed by his mum. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Then we've got Hannah. Hannah is from season 1, when it first started. Back up.
Was it John?
Yeah, it was with John, and she got engaged in Love Island by John. And
they're not together anymore.
No, not together anymore, obviously. So she's going back in there. So series 1 Love. Then we've got Jake.
Oi. That's the one that was with the twin, right?
No.
No, twin.
No, Liberty.
Oh.
I think he was a farmer, or is still a farmer. Don't really know.
Off my land.
Then we've got Demi Jones, which she's ginger, or sorry, I should say redhead.
Yeah. Her head looks photoshopped.
And she obviously, when she come out, she got diagnosed with thyroid cancer, I think it was.
I remember
and obviously she's got a scar on her neck regarding that now. So yeah, so looking forward to seeing her as well. Then we've got another OG called Lewis. He's from season 1 as well. So in the same series as Hannah.
Didn't he go with Nat Callie?
Yes, yeah, he obviously went out of Calais, but obviously they're not together anymore.
Backtrack for a second. Did you see that Sammy had something similar? She had to have an operation on her neck.
No.
For some sort of removal or something. It was like a medical thing again. It wasn't like a vein project or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the details, but I remember seeing it on Instagram because people were posting about it and stuff.
Yep. And then you've got obviously Liberty. So 2 exes on the first lineup
fireworks
are going to be there. And I've heard that both Liberty and Jake hasn't seen each other since coming out of the show. So yeah, so looking forward to that one. That's going to be fireworks. And then we've got the lovely Messy Mitch.
Oh my god.
So he's back, and let's just see what he
Molly
gets up
in
to. But yeah, so that's obviously coming Monday the 15th of January on ITV and ITVX, I think.
See, I would say one thing. This is not a paid promotion, guys, sorry. But if ITV want to sponsor us, come on. One thing I would say is, for me, that lineup seems a bit weak.
I don't know. I think it'd be good because obviously you know the people, they know what it's like.
Yeah.
Or how it goes, sorry, I should say, how the show goes. And they're not coming out to fame, if you know what I mean. They've had fame, obviously, or they've still got fame, I should say. So it should, I don't know. I think it would look, it would maybe possibly be quite good to watch.
I did see Maya, whatever you say her name, talking on Capital to Roman, and they were saying that this year they're changing the rules. Did you hear that? About they're going to have their own social media.
No.
Not on their phones.
Oh, okay, because I thought I heard.
So not having their own phones, it's not their own phones, but they will have access to their own social media, so it won't be run by someone else, it'll be run by themselves. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, because so you start getting backlash for what you've done in the villa, it's going to massively affect you initially.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's correct or not, because I've heard the other bit. So they're going to, so basically last series, because obviously what happened in previous series with obviously mental health and things like that, they've basically banned people to go on social media sorry, no, not to go on social media, but to have your friends or family when you're on there.
They went to a media shutdown.
Yeah, so basically when they were in there, they couldn't, like, no family or friends could go on their social medias to basically promote themselves. So when they come out, that they had more followers and things like that. Because obviously the mental health. Which is naturally
going to happen anyway. Because people want, if you're a good contestant and you've connected with the public, they're going to want to follow you anyway. So you shouldn't have to post to do that.
No, definitely. Yeah, no, definitely not. But obviously some people do that and then they get followers anyway, so that's what they've stopped, which I do think that's a good idea.
I do think it is going to be on the phone, so, because it was on a Capital video from Maya to Roman. So.
Yeah, well, obviously we'll see on Monday, see how it goes.
I know they were doing the what's it, where you vote for the couples.
Yes.
Who do you want to be in the couple? So you know what people are going to do, Jake and Liberty.
Oh God, that's going to be bombshells.
Oh, I know they're going to bring in as a bombshell. That's what I just thought. Who do you want to see? Let's go for that. I want to see Maura. She's single.
Is she? I didn't think she was.
I thought she was.
No, I didn't think she was.
Because Adam Collard is not. He dates Laura Woods. the TV presenter. Sports TV presenter. Who else? Callie from Lewis's year. She's
with someone.
Not in a position to go on it. I can't think of any others. Curtis, maybe? He did do the US version.
Yeah. No, well, that wasn't US. That was Love Island Games.
Oh, what's the difference?
That basically the Love Island Games was more about the games than actually like people was just going in there for the games, and then once you get down and people voted you out, the last two had to go head to head together and basically not fight it out, but like do challenges, and then whoever won that challenge, you would win like the money prize.
Yeah.
But then in your couple, you would have to choose
Yeah.
Or the other previous contestants come back and they chose which out of that couple, which the girl or the boy that they liked more and how they played the game sort of thing, and whoever got the most votes, they would have a decision to either split the money or keep the money themselves. So it was more of a game show rather than a love show as such.
I did see someone post on, I think it was the initial announcement of, when she's walking down the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, they're back for more. That one. Someone put in the comments saying, I don't really know why you're doing this, because most of these people have met or have met at events of after, and clearly are not romantically interested in. So what do you think about that? Because I think it could be true. There's truth in that.
Yeah, there's truth in that, but then you can't say that about season 1 contestants, because that, I can't even remember when that season come out, to be fair, but it's probably been 10 years actually, maybe.
But I suppose it could be just like a fleeing, like, oh, hello, how are you? Sort of thing.
And obviously
you're not really going to get to know someone doing that, are you?
No, and I think sometimes they don't see each other, or they don't. Obviously, they probably know them over social media, but not physically met them or got to know their personality or something like that. So it will be. I'd say it'd be a good watch.
I think I'll watch it. I wouldn't say I'm eager to watch it.
I am eager to watch it only because Jake and Liberty, because how that ended.
You love a bit of drama.
But I'm looking forward to it.
But there has been some success stories, isn't there? Because you've got Alex and
Olivia. They're married. They've got a kid. Then you've got Cara and Nathan.
Yep, family and kids. We watch Cara and Nathan.
We do on YouTube. We love
Disney a lot. We love Disney.
We love Disney, and
this is the way. As you can see on YouTube video.
And I quite like they're just.
This is the way on, just to let you know.
This we quite like their videos, don't we? Because they're quite funny. They just say how it is and things like that. So that's
very similar to you.
What? Say how it is.
It's all like this.
Obviously, big up the East London.
You got Alex and thingy that we already said.
You said that.
Cara and Nathan, alright. Ekin and David, they're still together.
Yes, they're still together.
They've been on and off. Right?
Yep. Then you've got Dami and India.
Yep.
They're still together. Also,
you don't hear a lot about them.
No, but they are together. And I think India is back for a podcast again with Sam Thompson and Amy from one of the series.
Oh yeah, the actual Love Island.
Yep, they're doing a Love Island podcast again.
We're not going to do a Love Island podcast.
No. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing what their take on it is, and yeah.
I don't know. It might be a bit peaky and a bit loud in your speakers, guys. But remember, this is our first episode, so we'll get better over time. Hopefully. That's not a guarantee. We might not get better. We might just be so bad
that you don't want to watch us again. So or listen to us, sorry, I should say, as well.
And I think, should we call it there? We've been going for 35 minutes.
Yeah. But obviously, if you like it, please obviously subscribe and give it a like.
Give us a follow if you're on whatever platform you're on. Whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. And we might do a couple of clips on TikTok if you're seeing this on TikTok. Hello.
And obviously, if you want content, as in please give us ideas of what you'd like us to talk about. And we will be
because we have some ideas, but we need to elaborate. We need to get used to doing that. Because obviously this is all new for us. We've done similar things, like Amy's done TikTok Live, I've done TikTok Live, but it's different when you're having a two-way, because it is basically a two-way conversation, isn't it? Because you're getting comments immediately back, and I'm sure we'll get used to it eventually. You can clearly tell little sister or big sister was very nervous.
Yeah, not little sister. Thank you very much. So yeah, obviously, just let us know, and yeah, give it a thumbs up if you like it.
Yep, and this has been the Golden Hour with the Goldens. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Be sure to subscribe, follow. Peace out.
See you later.